What is going on, you guys? It's Handsome Homie. We're gonna be reacting to freaking Chud the Builder. All right, he's going viral right now because he shot somebody. He's claiming self-defense, but the judge is giving him pretty much the rest of his life in prison. So he's going viral right now. I've never heard of him. I saw a few clips of Facebook Reels, and so we're gonna see what's going on. And friggin' this video is by I'm sorry, CLR Bruce Rivers. All right, so friggin' we're just gonna be listening to what he's got to say.
And let's be clear as to what the First Amendment really is. It's a check on the government. And it's a check on the government to prohibit time, place, and manner of speech, right? Not and to prohibit the content, from them regulating the content of speech. The First Amendment is designed to protect us from the government. It doesn't protect you from another citizen. So here are his charges: attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and he's facing up to 54 years in prison.
Damn.
No, I don't think he's going to get that. But and his only defense is self-defense. And proportion is the key. It has to be reasonable under the circumstances where another person, a reasonable, prudent person would act the same way. And the amount of force used has to be proportional to what the force that was used against him. But he's going to be convicted on one of these. Probably not attempted homicide, because I don't think he was trying to kill the guy. But employing a firearm during the commission of an aggravated felony or dangerous felony, I think that could pose a little bit of an issue for him. So I hope your bologna sandwich is to your liking, because you'll get plenty of those while you're sitting there and eating your veggie loaf.
Dang. That he said it, not me.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your board-certified criminal defense lawyer, coming to you with my pearl handle pistol cufflinks, so graciously gifted to me by our former content genius, Michael Rivers. God rest his soul. Today we're reacting to Chud the Builder, and this brings up a lot of issues. It brings up race, it brings up self-defense, and it brings up whether you're just a shitbag for running out on a bill. But before we get to this is brought to you by AskALawyer.com. Now, Chud, I deeply, deeply, deeply think you should have gone to AskALawyer.com. Because they would have told you don't run out on your bill and don't do the shit you're doing, and you won't have to answer to the man. AskALawyer.com is a good mix of AI because it's trained on all the 50 states, but you get that along with a living, breathing human being. So when you talk to a lawyer, it's privileged information if it's reasonably calculated to for litigation purposes. Basically, if you are talking to a lawyer to get legal advice, it's privileged. You go to AskALawyer.com, it's privileged. They're not going to represent you in court necessarily, but they will get you to where you need to go. And they have an AI component trained in all the 50 states, so you've got the best of both worlds. If you just use AI by itself, just landlord for me.
Ask a lawyer.
For me.
Gotcha.
Company says the N-word.
All right, here we go.
Well,
here we go.
Go to AskALawyer.com. Okay, Chud the Builder. Who is Chud the Builder? Well, Chud the Builder is a race baiter. He goes up and he says the N-word to people,
We can say whatever we want.
Well, I can say whatever I want.
Exactly. And
What is it?
we can say we want.
Well, I'm going to tell you something I don't agree with that.
Oh, these boomers.
I got blacks in my family.
It's okay.
So
Blacks.
fuck you, man.
No, or what? Fuck you, lover. You heard me.
I'm all for getting your clout if it doesn't mean you don't.
Bro, he's pissing off white people too. He's not just pissing off black people, dude. He's pissing off white people too. Even the white people are saying, you know what, fuck you, dude. Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Say we want.
Well, I'm going to tell you something I don't agree with that.
Oh, these boomers.
I got blacks in my family.
It's okay.
So
Blacks.
fuck you, man.
No, or what? Fuck you.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I got blacks in my family, dude.
Lover. You heard me.
Wait, what do you call him?
Fuck you, lover.
Oh.
You heard me.
I'm all for getting your clout if it doesn't mean you don't hurt somebody else. And if this guy gets his fucking ass kicked because he's calling people names and really offend, and a lot of the people that I know are a little tougher than that, and they don't give the word the power that it used to have at one point. But still, you don't want to do that. I mean, I just don't understand it. So let's watch. He walked out on some bill, and here let's just take a look at what he's being accused of.
You seem kind of upset.
No, you are streaming now?
Yeah. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go shit in the street? Why don't you go poop in the street? Hey, man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food. Hey, Bob's Steakhouse.
Don't take care of it.
Oh, no, we're not paying shit.
You're not paying? I go get the food.
Y'all are kicking me out, or are we staying?
No, you're paying. You're leaving.
Oh, you think?
For what you got, yeah.
Buddy.
So you can't accept services from whoever and just not pay them. That's theft of services. And you go into a restaurant, you order food, you eat the food, you gotta pay.
Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy
No
my
shit.
meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for shit.
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he puts this all on camera.
Bob's Steakhouse. Check your Google reviews, little midget guy.
He didn't have to say that.
You're not welcome back,
We
okay?
poop in the toilets around.
You're not welcome back.
And if you didn't have a stream going, it wouldn't be worth anything, right? I mean, you don't see me streaming everything I do. We like to comment, and be relevant and entertain and inform, I have a life.
Right,
See me
uh,
chewing my steak.
Yes.
Want to see me chew my steak? Nobody wants to see that.
But he's right, though.
This is America. You're in my country. You hear me? What are you? What are you? They kicked us out.
Tell me your name again?
Chud the Builder.
Love you.
Well, I would not eat here if I were you. Because they just kicked us out because apparently my content offends them.
Chud the Builder. Now, Chud the Builder sounds really almost like a Chomo name, really. And with that porn mustache, tell me there's not a lot more going on there that we don't know about. I'm joking, of course.
Yo, he said it, not me.
This guy knows me and just wanted to shake my hand. Because he respects America, unlike you, midget fuck.
Who speaks like that? Unlike you, you midget
Right,
fuck.
dude. Like, the more I'm
Well,
watching
that's
this
where I'm
guy,
going
the
for my
more and more I'm not feeling bad that he's going to jail for the rest of his
I'm going
life,
to Bob's
dude.
Steakhouse. Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Don't come here. They don't
Apparently
like
he
freedom.
shot somebody, bro.
Make sure you get it one more time. Alright, let's go to the hotel. I got a badass Airbnb.
You got a what?
I got a nice Airbnb.
Oh, really?
I can't believe that fucking midget fuck thought I was gonna pay for the meal after they kicked me out. They don't like America over there. They hate freedom of speech.
Okay, America. Well, you're not America. What does it take to be decent to folks? Honestly, I can't tell you the last time I swore at somebody. And if I did, probably was last Saturday night, actually. But it was fun, in good fun. We did a throw roast for my buddy for his 70th birthday. That was so much fun, actually. So that's him walking out on his bill. Now let's watch him getting arrested.
Right here.
Yeah, they're on the court right here, man.
This same one?
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
You walked out on a bill. I mean, are you surprised that you got arrested? That was
You walked
him
out
getting
on what?
arrested
Oh.
for walking out on a tap. You can't do that. Yeah, and if you had a dispute with somebody, I'll tell you that I get into court all the time, and the other side can just be a stinker, a rotten, oh, you rotten little stinker, But guess what? What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we go high. may sound corny, but I'm telling you, you fucking gain a lot of credibility with the court or with whoever you can dispatch somebody very easily or get rid of them without being an asshole, you know. And I don't think you should. So he walks out on the bill. He gets arrested. Then he gets arrested, and I can't imagine how much the bill is like $400. So I'm not sure if walking out on that was a felony where he was. But two people, and so he now keep in mind who this guy is. He's Mr. Confrontation, right? That's his channel. That's his shtick, and it's all about America. America first, whites only.
Join the military,
man,
dude.
You're the N-word,
I did.
Give me a break. Man who instigated racist disputes. This is from, what is this from? This is from the Clarksville now.com. Man who instigated racist disputes charged with attempted murder outside the county courthouse. So he's there trying to defend himself against this bill. Two people were hurt in a shooting next to the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville. Is it Clarksville, Tennessee? Yeah, in Clarksville, involving Dalton Etherly, a.k.a. Chud the Builder. I don't know how we got that name, Chud
That's
the
his
Builder.
real name.
It seems so odd.
Dalton Etherly.
28, has been charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, according to Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. He has been booked into the so he booked again into the Montgomery County Jail. So it's unfortunate that incidents like this are happening in our community, said the sheriff. This kind of violence won't be tolerated, and our office will work to make sure that those who are responsible are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Okay, so they're putting Chud the Builder now. Supposedly what he did was he got sucker punched outside the courthouse, and he whipped out his gun and he accidentally shot himself. I mean,
wait, what? Hold on. He shot himself?
Punched outside the courthouse, and he whipped out his gun and he accidentally shot himself. I mean, more on your bus is leaving.
Oh my goodness.
So here's him on a stretcher. Poor me.
Wait, so he was provoking the other dude, and the other dude sucker punched him, right? And then he whoops out his pistol, right? His gun, his weapon. And he shoots himself, bro. Hold on. Didn't it say, attempted murder? Did the other guy get shot?
And so this raises a bunch of issues.
A controversial Clarksville online video streamer is now facing an attempted murder charge. It's the result of a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse that ended in gunfire. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Authorities say Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the...
Chud the Builder. How do you get that name? Also known as Pornstash the Builder.
Chud the Builder and another man were both shot during this exchange. News 2's
Okay, so the other guy did get shot.
Investigation.
Controversial streamer Dalton Etherly, known online as Chud the Builder, is accused of shooting a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
Wow.
The sheriff's office says both Etherly and another man were taken to the hospital for medical treatment.
Wow,
After the shooting,
that's him.
Etherly appeared to keep live streaming for several minutes.
Did he shoot himself in the arm?
In the video, Etherly can be heard saying, quote, "Man, I just pray that dude is going to be all right. I tried to walk away from him." Court records show Etherly was scheduled for a civil debt appearance that morning in Montgomery County. In Etherly's stream, he claimed the incident started after a man laughed at him. Etherly claims he walked away after interacting with the man. The man followed him, and a fight broke out. That's when Etherly drew his weapon. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is pursuing charges against Etherly for criminal attempted murder, aggravated assault.
So when you are a bomb thrower, or, a rage baiter, or whatever you want to call it, you're going to invite this kind of shit on yourself. And I'm shocked that he's shocked.
Assault and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Etherly is also facing a separate criminal case in Nashville. He's accused of refusing to pay a $400 bill to Bob's Steak and Chop House downtown and screaming racial slurs. Etherly has over 226,000 followers on X.
Wow.
Right.
26,000. That's a lot. Here's the thing.
Bro.
When you're sitting there, I mean,
Oh, you guys like that stuff.
Have you ever had a bad meal or bad service, or the waiter was a dick, or they were just real uppity and you really didn't like the place? Well, you don't just walk out. You pay your bill. You don't leave a tip, and you never come back. That's how you handle it. You don't call him a little midget prick, or you don't sit there and basically try to fight him. He's not a person, blah blah blah. But you got to have it for your fans, right? Because if it's not on your fans, you got to be more outrageous than the time before. Because if you're not outrageous, then you're not going to get the views. You're not going to get the clout.
Into his live streams where he's shown in places like Broadway, Clarksville, and Gatlinburg, insulting and calling people racial slurs. In a Give, Send, Go post, Etherly writes, "I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor."
Okay, I want you to go up to the biggest black guy you can and the baddest ass you can, and you just mildly use the N-word and see what the fuck happens. I mean, give me a break. Okay, maybe I thought it was edgy and harmless humor. Using the N-word is not hard. You never hear me even in jest use that word.
I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely. Etherly is booked into the Montgomery County Jail, where he's being held without bond. He will have his arraignment and bond hearing on Friday. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
So, how's that working for you? All because you didn't want to pay for a fucking bill. And now you can go to prison. Now, we'll talk about, self-defense here in a second. Because you got to know what the rules are. But, right after the shooting, he was streaming. So let's take a look at that. We call this self-snitching.
They're pointing at me. I walked past him. He was sitting on the corner. I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still waiting.
So this is self-snitching. I mean, he admits it. So that
Dude, that's a complete lie. That is a complete lie, bro. That is a complete lie.
Sometimes the easiest cases are the ones where there's no question as to what happened. And in this case, there's no question that he shot the guy. What's the issue then for the jury? Is it self-defense? It's a word that starts with the letter R.
The only reason I'm saying that's a complete lie is because I've met people with PTSD, like in the Marine Corps. Okay, back in 2017, everyone who was a gunnery sergeant or above went to Afghanistan, and you didn't have to ask. Yes, they were different, but they're not gonna go up to somebody and freaking start whooping their asses, dude. You have to piss them off first. That's how they are. That story did not even make sense, bro.
Reasonable. Was it reasonable? So let's just go into the elements of self-defense. So, first of all, you cannot start the fight.
Oh.
Okay, you can't provoke a fight. You start a fight, you can no longer avail yourself of self-defense. So it's not available to you. Second of all, there has to be imminent danger. And in this case, there probably was. Before you can use lethal force, you have to reasonably believe that you were in danger and that a reasonable person in the same situation would have believed the same and acted the same. And here's the other part of it. You have to use proportional force. You can't just, okay, you slap me in the face, I shoot you.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
You gotta match it.
The force used to defend yourself must match the severity of the threat. Deadly force is generally only justified if you reasonably fear death or great bodily harm. And this guy looks like he's put together. You know, I mean, why did you have to shoot the guy? Why didn't you punch him yourself? You know, and
Dang.
in some cases, and I'm going to plead a little ignorance because I don't know if I doubt that Tennessee is a duty to retreat state. It is stand your ground. Yeah, most of these southern states are stand your ground states. So you don't have a duty to retreat. In Minnesota, you have a duty to retreat if it's reasonably safe to do so. If somebody pointing a gun at you, you don't have to turn around and give them your back. That's not what the law is in Minnesota. In this case, the only real issue was the amount of force that he used reasonable? And I'm going to guess that it wasn't. I don't think it's necessarily an attempted murder case. I just, that seems to me maybe it's going a little bit too far. So he shot a guy by the name of Joshua Fox, who's a 31-year-old Army veteran.
Damn!
He was shot in the shoulder.
He shot an Army veteran! Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. It's crazy how the Lord works, bro. He's been doing all this and trying to get people to react in rage. And then he did it to the wrong person, bro. An Army vet, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Lord, I pray for this man. I pray for both of them. Lord, I pray for... Oh my goodness, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Bro, he did it to an Army veteran, bro. And oh my goodness, dude. Shout out to the Army, bro. We love the Army, bro. You Army guys, bro, we love you guys, man. Fort Leonard Wood, man, military police, that Army base over, man. We love you Army guys, man. You guys have this one cadence. You guys have this one cadence that goes like this. So, it goes like, duh, somebody said that we were number 2. They lied. We were number 1. Bro, that cadence went hard, bro.
Hey, don't be a fool. Hey, hey. Somebody said we were number 2. They lied. We're number 1. Go Army.
Bro, that dude, I would hear that from afar. Oh my goodness, bro. I think I'm getting goosebumps right now, dude. Dude. We love you, Army guys, man. Oh my goodness, bro.
Stomach. He's a disabled vet who suffers from PTSD. And Joshua has a long list of criminal offenses, including domestic, where he tried to burn a house down and tried attacking his wife with a screwdriver. Oh, you see that so much, to be honest with you. So,
damn.
Chud, or Dalton, as he's otherwise known, has been doxxed and has gotten death threats. Supposedly someone killed his dog. I mean, here's the thing. It seems to me a while ago we had a check on this stuff. And now we don't. Now it's okay to be, white nationalist. Now it's okay to say white pride. Now it's okay to use the N-word. Now it's okay for somebody to have a channel and have people support it, where it's all just a race thing. And, and I liken it to a traffic accident. What happens at a traffic accident? We have the Gawker slowdown, right? Because let me see, is there a dead body in there? Let me see what's going on. It's the same type of thing. The more outrageous, like Howard Stern, and Howard Stern's mild today compared to some of this other shit. But Howard Stern was a shock jock and, doing all this stuff about sex and whatever. And, and it was just, to be outrageous and to be not like anybody else. He's trying to be original, right? Fair enough. But what he didn't do is he didn't hurt people. That's the difference. And here, you go up and call somebody the N-word, you're hurting them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's edgy. You're fucking hurting people. Period. Hard stop. End of story. See you the fuck later. And then you're shocked when you got some unstable dude who's got PTSD from the war, and he decides to take a poke at you.
Dang.
And instead of you poking him back,
that's why he sucker punched him, because he's an Army fucking vet, dude. Shout out to all my veterans, dude. Bro, oh my goodness, dude. And I've been into one fight, dude. I've been into one fight, bro. This motherfucker started doing the same thing to me. Right? We fought. I didn't hurt him too bad, but he ended up calling the police. And they were contacting me. The VA was contacting me. I told them the whole story. And freaking, they were just like, okay, you didn't hurt the guy. He's going to show up to work the next day. What are you going to do? You're going to go to sleep right now? At the end of the conversation, this is what she tells me. Since the beginning, civilians have always tried to measure up to Marines or Army vets or the military. And they try to see if they can outman them, if they can outmeasure them. They end up crossing the line, these civilians, and then they just end up getting their asses kicked. So after I told her all that, she was just like, you're not the first and you're not the last. Civilians want to measure up to you guys all the time. They cross the line, and then freaking, well, it seems like to me you handled it pretty well, so freaking just be careful, okay? Bro. Y'all gotta chill out, bro. It's no wonder he fucking stuck him back. Y'all send that bad energy out, bro. You do it to the wrong good person. Oh my goodness, bro. And you guys don't think, oh, no one's gonna hit me back. No, people aren't gonna care. Bro. That's why God sent that man into his life, so he can stop that shit, dude. Really.
De-escalate the situation.
Really.
You shoot him. My guess is his claims to self-defense are not going to hold up. But so when you get a case of self-defense, here's what has to happen. There has to be some evidence of self-defense. You can't provoke it. And so if the judge winds up giving the instruction of self-defense, then it becomes up to the prosecutor to prove that you did not act in self-defense. What? Yes, that is the law. So when it comes time, so it's almost like they have to disprove one of the elements of self-defense. So it's almost that it's presumed that you acted in self-defense, and the state has to prove that you didn't beyond a reasonable doubt. So I am so glad that I don't know this guy. I can't tell you how glad I am that I don't have any friends like this. I don't have anybody in my life like this. So let's take a little bit of a look at his content. Oh, by the way, he shot him fucking self too. I mean, he shot himself.
Cheddar Bob,
nice
bro.
job.
Are you on some shrooms or something? What are you on? I told you I'm on your mama's sweet pussy, bitch. You're a bitch, bro. Literally, all you do is talk about your dick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a nigger.
Come back over here.
Okay. Let's not
Come back over here.
Let's not fight. I am.
Touch me again. Touch me again.
I don't want to get pepper sprayed. I really don't.
Go pick up my hat. You heard me. Fuck your shit.
All right, that ain't okay. That's assault right there. That is 100% assault. He's provoking this.
Touch me again. Touch me again. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Don't hit me with that shit.
I ain't gonna pray you. That motherfucker wants to put his hands on me again. Go home with you. Let's go get his ass.
Let's go get his ass. I mean, who is this guy?
Hail Hitler.
Let me just say one thing, dude. You guys, when you guys act like this, and it's not right, this is why your girl cheats on you, dude. This is why she goes sleep around with other guys. A girl can be 100% faithful to one man. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. It's in the Bible. You can't tell me that she can't. You can absolutely find a girl, and she can absolutely be 100% faithful, dude. When you're married to freaking... When a girl is married to the guy already, to a piece of shit like this, right? Eventually, bro, she's gonna have that feeling of, man, I want out. I want to get out. This ain't right. And she may not believe in God, but it's almost like God is talking to her, like right there, like, all right, this ain't right. This ain't right. But maybe she can't leave, or maybe you put her in a position where she can't leave. So she just ends up cheating on you, bro. She's like, all right, bet. There's no structure. Bet. Not that cheating is right. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not females. I'm not telling you to freaking, if your husband's an abuser, cheat on him. No, if your husband is an abuser, that's for you to leave and to have faith in the Lord. All right.
Hey, thanks for picking up my hat. Look at this. Get her. Get her. Let's go get that dude.
Didn't we fight the Nazis in World War II? I mean, didn't we try to eradicate that shit? All right, that's enough of that shit. So his bond. So he was set. His bond is set at $1.25 million.
Damn.
Let's take a look at the bond hearing.
So bail's we're gonna have a bail.
I'm gonna
There he
set, I'm gonna
is.
set just a bond right now till we have our bail hearing, then I'll let you make all the arguments, we can go through all the factors in the statute and see if that gets amended.
Oh,
today,
man.
okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna set initial bond at, 1.25 million. 1.25 million.
If the
Damn.
road you traveled led you to this, of what use was the road? Where's that from? No Country for Old.
You guys, I think I said this before in my videos, dude. Freaking every time you meet a bad person like this, you're supposed to forgive him. Don't give anything bad back to him. You're supposed to forgive. You're supposed to be a Christian, and at times you're supposed to offer the other cheek. Now, you might not think, oh, I'm not gonna be good. I'm not gonna follow God's way because my way is better. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push him back. I'm gonna punch him. You guys want to forgive because this is what ends up happening. The person abuses you. God sees the abuse, which, by the way, God gives you 7 times more than what you lost. What ends up happening to these bad people, bro, and I know this from experience, bro. It's already happened to me twice, bro. They end up going to jail, bro. They end up losing their jobs. Something bad happens to them, bro. And you can't right there, you guys can't say, oh, good for that person. That, you know what, that person deserves it. I'm happy that that person got that many years. Because the Bible says, if you think like that, then God is going to withhold his anger and then pass it on to you. All right? He's going to not punish the dude anymore. Instead, he's going to punish you because you thought, oh, good for the guy. Good for him. All right, so but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. When you meet these bad people, dude, forgive them, turn the other cheek, leave, right? But when God sees that you did good, he uses you as a way of saying, all right, I'm gonna send Tony. All right, you did this with him, bet. Now I'm gonna send next dude. All right, you did bad with him too. Net bet. Now I'm gonna send next dude. All right, bet you did bad with him. All right, now I'm gonna throw you in jail because you probably deserve it. And God judges perfectly, you guys. I'm not saying that that's what happened and that's what God did, but it might have been, bro. It might have been, dude. It does say in the Bible too. If God sees evil in your heart, bro, he's just gonna kill you, bro. He's just gonna, dude. If he sees evil in you, bro. I don't see why God can't just be like, all right, bet you're just gonna be a bad soul, bet. So this is why things happen the way they happen, bro. You gotta freaking be good. All right, you can't be like this guy, bro. Look at him, you guys. You guys can't be like him, you guys. This isn't what God wants for you. All right.
Oh man, oh my, that guy's so creepy in that movie. But I mean, he ain't smiling now. He ain't using the N-word now. Say the N-word right in front of that deputy right there. Why don't you do that and see what happens?
Based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies, and his bond status. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, the 26th at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, the 21st at 9 o'clock for a bond hearing, and then the 26th at 9 for a preliminary hearing right here. Does that work for everybody's calendar? General, does that work for the state?
Yeah.
All right.
Just for the court's information, and the state's going to request and file a source hearing when and if there's an attempt to make bond.
Okay. Is there...
So you hear that? They want a source hearing. So what that means is we want to source the funds to see where you're going to get the money. Because if it's from illegal activity, no. Shame on you.
Any objection of us taking all those matters up at the bond hearing on the 21st?
No,
Mr. Finley, do you have any objection to doing it that way? That's the most efficient way, I think.
Judge, we'll try and have everything lined up.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Finley, from you today?
No, sir.
All right, from the state? Okay, that'll conclude the...
Chud the Builder never sounded so good, did he? You know, and it's just so fucking cool to just be, you know, that outrageous person. So then on May 7th, he posted on X, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with the intent to threaten bodily harm." And then he also says, "A series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free. Stay tuned." Why would you do that? Why would you go there? Let me just tell you something. I have many black friends and many black clients and many people from all kinds of different ethnicities. I mean, when you're in the legal profession, you get everything, right? You know, Joe Blow down the street, whether he's white or black, he's American. You know, and that's what I say to these people who we're dividing each other with our politics and with our race. I mean, give me a break. Put your arm around your brother. And, you know, if you're an American, you're an American. I don't care if you support Trump. I mean, I wish you didn't. But who fucking cares? You know, everybody's entitled to their opinions. And you have the right to have free speech. You can say what you want pretty much anywhere. I mean, you can't yell, you know, "I just fucked your mother in a crowded theater." Or I mean, fire in a crowded theater. But you can go off and say some nasty shit to people, and you have the right to do that. Is it advisable that you do that? No, it isn't. It's stupid. It's cruel, and you know what? And it's un-American. America was supposed to stand up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves. You know, what did we do in World War II? We rescued, you know, well, we killed a lot of people, but we also rescued a lot of people. I don't know. You know, this shit is just so dumb. It's so unnecessary. And Chud just sounds like such a dirty word. And let's be clear as to what the First Amendment really is. It's a check on the government. And it's a check on the government to prohibit time, place, and manner of speech, right? Not and to prohibit the content, you know, from them regulating the content of speech. The First Amendment is designed to protect us from the government. It doesn't protect you from another citizen. So I can't just go up to, you know, a black person and yell the N-word, nor would I want to. If you're that kind of guy, then you get what you get and you don't have a fit. You know, I mean, he's a big guy. He looks like he's a big guy, can kind of take care of himself. But he's there baiting people into a physical confrontation, and then he sprays him with that mace. Wow, you're a big man. You're just a big man, full of big ideas. You know, all you're trying to do is just be outrageous, you know, so that you can get views. And now your bail's on 1.25 million. So, like I said, you know, if the road that you traveled led you to this, of what use was the road? So here are his charges: attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and he's facing up to 54 years in prison. No, I don't think he's going to get that. But and his only defense is self-defense. I don't know what his chances of self-defense are. You know, the only real argument is that, you know, he felt like he was in fear of great bodily harm or death, and he felt like he had no choice. And you heard him in that clip where he says, you know, I tried to walk away from him. That's probably just all designed. I guarantee you he's read what it takes for the defense. He knows what he's saying on that, and he's already plotting. And it looks too cute by half. So this guy that he shot is going to come into court and he says, "No, this is what. Yeah, I was pissed off, and yeah, I smacked him, but I didn't present a lethal force to him." And proportion is the key. It has to be reasonable under the circumstances, where another person, a reasonable, prudent person would act the same way, and the amount of force used has to be proportional to what the force that was used against him. And lethal force was not being used against him. So And you can't get in the guy's background because he didn't even know him, had no history with him. So that doesn't come in. So I think it's going to be an uphill battle because, and then it's like he's prepared to use lethal force. He wants to use lethal force. He needs to use lethal force. We need you on that wall. Anyway, so that's our little reaction to Chud the Builder. We'll keep following this because this will be an interesting trial. But he's going to be convicted on one of these. Probably not attempted homicide because I don't think he was trying to kill the guy. But employing a firearm during the commission of an aggravated felony or dangerous felony, I think that could pose a little bit of an issue for him. So I hope your bologna sandwich is to your liking.
Damn.
Because you'll get plenty of those while you're sitting there and eating your veggie loaf. And, this is a lesson to anybody out there with a conceal and carry permit. It doesn't mean if you have a concealed carry, it doesn't give you the right to just go off. Be careful. Be really fucking careful with your firearms. You're better off avoiding a confrontation. He's right in front of the fucking courthouse. You don't think there was a courtroom deputy or a courthouse deputy that was nearby? He could have easily avoided this whole thing. Say, okay, I'm
in front of a courthouse.
Well, where was
dude.
your mace? Where was your mace? You had your firearm. Where was your mace? So we'll see you next time here at Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Don't be a chud.
Oh my goodness.
Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Sign up for Patreon. Go to Facebook, Spotify. We're everywhere. We are everywhere. Go to CLRBruceRivers.com for all your merch needs. And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
All right, you guys, man, make sure you check this man out, dude. Freaking man, dude. Bro, like, you be finding people like this, man. Freaking people that want to oppress other people, bro. And it's all for power, dude. They want to feel some type of way about themselves, bro. They want to feel that power, bro. Like when Spider-Man put on that black suit and he didn't want to take it off because it felt good. And then he told Eddie, he was like, yeah, that black suit feels good, doesn't it? But it's bad. Bro. Freaking, if you guys liked the video, bro, drop the like. Freaking, this is Handsome Homie Reacts. I'm out of here. Peace.